Welcome, traveler, to the Eight Kingdoms. It is a dangerous land, rife with deadly monsters and political intrigue, where noble houses, great and small, forge alliances and wage wars in search of greater prestige and power. Between the vast distances separating each of the major cities, goblins, orcs, and worse roam about, looking for easy targets and filling meals. It is the year 1140 in the Age of Wonders. The War of Heirs, a bloody and divisive conflict that saw casualties throughout the Eight Kingdoms, ended but 11 years ago. Osred Osrith, the first of his name, sits the throne, and the infant usurper Tanis, the bastard born, along with his mother, the temptress Nyla, are no more. Join now our daring and intrepid adventurers as they seek to navigate this turbulent political landscape, while fending off savage creatures from the depths of the wilderness. Ziat, the silver-tongued, keeper of Caer Rend. Nanark, the unchained, marauder of the Muzzin Moor. Sundari, keeper of faith and lamenter of the lost. And Melody, Shadow Walker, the Knight of Lightfoot. These are the Knights of the Ebon Cloth.
Originating from Taern, and born from the union of a human paladin of Helion and a full-blood elven druid, I grew up in a small, remote village called Revian. My childhood was peaceful and removed from the War of Heirs thanks to my loving parents. My mother, La Fey, had bid to return to her elven homeland, a journey too dangerous for me as a child, so at only a few years old I was to be raised by my father in the lands of humankind. Being a half-elf, my long lifespan and appearance kept my social circle small, and my upbringing sheltered. It wasn't until I reached maturity when my father Cyrus fell ill, passing away and leaving me alone in a human kingdom. In response to the trauma of my father's passing, I turned to the gods of the Eight Kingdoms. I sought to study the ways of death and war, to understand their place in this world as a new way to cope, learn, and grow. Nadro, god of death, and Jakor, the god of war, became my patron deities. This lifestyle would continue for nearly a decade before my home was shaken by the murder of Taern's royal family. I sensed treachery, and so sought the assistance of the Adventurers Guild in Damonsport to pull back the political veil shrouding the people of Taern's sight. And in doing so, I met with a group by the name of Company 1 3/4. During our adventures, I had found my first real friends, and together through trial and tribulation, we became the Knights of the Ebon Cloth. For the first time in many years, I, Sundari Willenir, feel truly alive and brimming with purpose, now committed to following my newfound companions to the end.
When Nanark young boy, Nanark home taking, father eaten by dogs, and mother beheaded before me. Entire tribe wiped out, but me and other kids, we were taken and forced into slavery. Every day Nanark pushed wheel and whipped. For meals they fed us nothing but bread and ale, barely keeping us alive to do nothing but push wheel. After many years of pushing wheel, Nanark subdued 3 guards with bare hands and steel armor, weapon, and food at nighttime and run away. Nanark traveled for 3 days before meeting up with Company 1 3/4. Nanark become friend and make friend. For first time in life, Nanark have home among friends. With mighty cleaves from big axe, Nanark protect friends and protect realm from tyranny and its false king. Nanark knights to true king along with friends, and we bring justice to all lands, including far away and close to home.
I am a young gnome bard who has dreamt of travel and adventure since I was a little girl. Growing up in the city of sand, I spent most of my time at the docks, watching the trade ships come in with exotic goods and travel-worn passengers. I yearned for the stories of lands and people far from my home. Growing up in the thriving metropolis capital city, the itch for adventure only grew stronger. Much to my parents' dismay, I abandoned my alchemical studies and training to take over my family's business. Instead, I took to studying the merchants coming in, learning from the roguish folk who frequented the Angry Oyster Tavern. Here I developed a love of drink, storytelling, and music. Rowdy sailors, merchants, and adventurers filled the room with their presence, and I was enamored by their lives. At the tavern, I soon discovered the worth of having a silvered tongue. Hanging with these less reputable folk instilled confidence in me that told me I could talk my way out of any trouble that might find me. After a night of drinking and gambling, a weathered bard took to a tabletop and sang the story of Caden Kalen. I was half into my fourth mug of mead, instantly captivated by the tale of a man whose night of drunken debauchery had led to his immortality. It was this bard's powerful telling of this tale, the man whose outlandish misadventure had inspired me to pursue the dream that had occupied my thoughts since I was just a girl playing pretend. After this night, I dedicated all my time and intelligence to master the art of music and story. With my lute and flask as my constant companions, I became immersed in the lifestyle of the rakish bard. When I finally had busted enough money to book myself passage on a ship to the 8 Kingdoms, I said goodbye to my doting parents and took the leap of faith that my destiny was my own to write.
Hi, my name is Melody Dreamwalker, hailing from the city of Zand. I'm an only child because my mom died during childbirth. My father, Lonzo, he blamed me and abandoned me at an orphanage. Several years of abuse there for, being different. And I started playing with magic, ended up burning the whole place down. Honestly, good riddance. I traveled a while from town to town, but I ended up in Crest, where I fell into a bad crowd. I found a nifty thrift shop. I found a drum that kind of caught my interest, and during the night, I broke in and stole it. I managed to escape the guards and head to Danesport, where I met a group of people. I mean, I guess they're kind of cool. I could have made Fist my hubby, but he died, damn it. Together, we became involved in the guild, then managed to establish our own castle as the Knights of the Ebon Cloth before Zeot was crowned Lady of the Castle. I don't mind that too much, but when I want something, I take it. We went and saved Zeot's dad after he was wrongly accused of murder. However, in the process, I met my dad after over 50 years. After much breaking and entering, with some investigation, I managed to put my father in the slammer and help save Zeot's dad from execution. Now, I don't know what will happen, but these people have become family, and where they go, I go. Can't promise I won't cause a little hell in my wake, though.